All right, Mr.Taliaferro TV, how's everybody doing out there? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Seasons are on the line. The Houston Rockets are in Utah to complete a sweep of the Utah Jazz. If this happens in the 4 versus 5 matchup, I think a lot of people expected Houston to win. But if this happens, a sweep, not a lot of people expected the Utah Jazz to go down in 4 games. Let's see what Donovan Mitchell and company had to say about that. Out the gate, Jay Crowder played with an aggressiveness and a motor that let everyone know, I'm not going home yet. He pulls up here for 3. We're tied at 5. More Jay Crowder getting to the rim now, putting the ball on the ground. You don't see that too often from Crowder. Now Crowder pulling up. You see that a lot. He's stepping up and pulling a 3. He had 12 of the first 15 Utah points. Other end now, the Rockets get hot from 3. You've seen Chris Paul drill a 3. Now James Harden's going to get in the action and drill a 3 of his own. James Harden this time with Crowder falling down. No offensive foul called there. Harden drills another 3. We ain't done here in this exciting first half as Jay Crowder comes up with a steal. Goes coast to coast and 1. Let's move into the third here. The Rockets are down 5. Now they're not. Eric Gordon drills a 3. More 3-pointers from the Rockets. Harden gets a look over Bryce O'Neal. He drills a 3. Rockets go out front here. 7 minutes to go in the third. Stopping, popping. It's Chris Paul for 3. Chris Paul had 23. More beautiful shooting from the Rockets in the third quarter. James Harden drills a 3. Now Harden almost loses the rock, gets it back, and the Rockets go up 5. At this point, it looks like the Rockets are well on their way to getting ready to complete the sweep in Utah. But then in the fourth quarter, Donovan Mitchell got crazy hot. He drilled a 3. He's like, no, I'm not going home yet. After the game, he said we would not get swept. Donovan Mitchell played 40 minutes. He went 11 for 26 from the field. 31 points. Outdueling James Harden, who had 30 points on 8 for 19 shooting though. It's an 11-point game. Chris Paul dunks it home out of frustration. Can the Rockets make a run? Let me answer that question for you. No! As Donovan Mitchell goes up top and the Utah Jazz blow this one open in the 4th. They're going to win this thing by a final score of 107-91 to keep their season alive. Game 5 of this series will be played in Houston as the Jazz look to gain a little bit of momentum as they have kept their season alive. Yeah, I think that's only fitting for this Utah Jazz team that did get off to a bad start this season. They found a way to right their season and finish at a 5 seed, which I thought is pretty darn good for the Utah Jazz team. They're young. They know they need to make some additions. They're going to be in the market for a point guard this summer. Yes, Utah's desperately looking for a point guard upgrade. They're probably going to go Mike Conley of the Memphis Grizzlies. But if they can find something, a way to trade up in the draft, we will see. I don't know how many assets that Utah currently has on their roster, but I know they're looking for a point guard desperately. They want to upgrade from Ricky Rubio just from a defensive standpoint. They believe they're putting too much pressure on Donovan Mitchell. Anywho, as for Game 4, what I saw in Game 4, I thought the Rockets brought their B-plus game. Defensively, they kind of didn't show up in the 4th quarter. And then you could tell they kept calling timeouts. And I just thought it was funny because all you're doing is giving you guys a break, which they probably needed. Because you for damn sure if it's Mike D'Antoni running the timeouts, he don't got nothing to say. Because he doesn't know defense. Now, I know their assistant coach is pretty darn good at defense, but they just had no answer for the Jazz in the 4th quarter defensively. But honest to God truth, if this game would have won a 5th quarter, I'm not 100% sure the Rockets don't win it. It was up and down, teams making run after one run, guys getting hot in a quarter. It was a good game, and you know the score is going to say 16-point deficit for the Rockets, but it was closer than that. They just kind of let this thing slip away at the end there. But beautiful win from Donovan Mitchell and company. Way to show some guts. Royce O'Neal had some big plays. I showed you Jay Crowder earlier. He had the game of his life. He went for Jay Crowder, ladies and gentlemen. Gave the Jazz 23 big points. Drilled 3 3-pointers. Yeah. 18 and 11 for Ricky Rubio and 31 points for Donovan Mitchell. The Utah Jazz keep their season alive. We are going to a Game 5, ladies and gentlemen. What was the score? 107-91. They beat the Rockets. See you in Houston. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Mr.Taliaferro.
Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.